Longman Questions Chapter 3. Answer the following questions. 1. Should Pip have taken Joe away from the mysterious man in the inn? Why? Yes, he didn't want the mysterious man to tell Joe that Pip helped the convict by giving him the file and the food. 2. Why do you think the mysterious man in the inn gave Pip a coin wrapped in a banknote? It was a reward from the convict who Pip had helped at the marches. 3. Why do you think Pip felt frightened when the mysterious man in the inn gave him a coin? Yes, he thought that Joe might know that he had stolen a file and food to give to the convict. 4. If you were Estella, would you try to break Pip's heart? Why? Yes, I would feel that it's my duty to break men's hearts to please Miss Havisham. 5. Do you think that Mrs. Havisham really wanted Pip to come and play with Estella? Why? No, she just hoped that Pip would be attracted to Stella, and then it would be Estella's role to break his heart. 6. Is it psychologically accepted that Mrs. Havisham wanted Estella to break Pip's heart? Why? Yes, the trauma Mrs. Havisham went through made her aspire to take revenge on men. No, Mrs. Havisham could have overcome her trauma and lived normally. She should have taken revenge on those who caused her suffering. 7. If you were in Mrs. Havisham's place, would you continue wearing the wedding dress for such a long time? Why? No, I would try to overcome my suffering to live normally. Yes, because what I had suffered on my wedding day was too much for anyone to bear. 8. Do you pity Pip for his situation with Mrs. Havisham and Estella? Why? Yes, he caused them no harm. They shouldn't have tried break his heart or treat him badly. Pip was a victim of Miss Havisham's psychological complex. 9. If you were Pip, would you be on good terms with Orlick? Why? No, because he often tried to make my life difficult at work. I suspect that he was the one that attacked my sister. 10. Should Estella have been cruel to Pip? Why? No, because Pip's being common, or his humble position in life, is no excuse for her to treat him in such a cruel way. Chapter 4. Answer the following questions. 1. Why do you think Orlick mentioned that more convicts had escaped from the prison ship? To give the others the idea that it was a convict who had hit Mrs. Joe. He wanted Pip and Mr. Wopsle to believe that one of the convicts hit Mrs. Joe, so that no one would suspect that Orlick had hit Mrs. Joe. 2. Should Pip have pitied Mrs. Joe, although she was cruel to him? Why? No, I think he felt that his life would improve, as she wouldn't be able to hurt me again. 3. I will never be happy unless I can lead a different life to the one I live now. Do you think Pip was right to feel that way? Why? Yes, as he had a miserable life. He wanted his life to change so that he could be a gentleman and achieve his expectations in life. 4. Pip said to Biddy, I knew that I was making a mistake, but I could not change my feelings. If you were Pip, would you change your feelings towards Estella? Why? No, because I was in love with her. Her beauty was matchless. No, I think Pip's heart was set on Estella, and he could do nothing about it. Yes, because Estella had a heart of stone. She didn't love Pip. She probably wouldn't worth the effort Pip would exert for her. 5. Do you agree that Joe had better morals than Pip? Why? Yes, he agreed to end Pip's apprenticeship immediately to enable him to lead a happy life and refused to take any money for losing Pip. 6. Would Pip have paid more attention to Biddy if he hadn't known Estella? Why? Yes, because he trusted her and told her his secrets. She was also so helpful. No, he wouldn't. Pip was looking for a type of girls like Estella to be just a motive for him to be a different person. 7. I have to tell you that Pip has great expectations. He will receive a large amount of property in future, said Mr. Jaggers. If you were in Pip's place, would this large amount of property in future be your great expectation? Why? Yes, because it would help me get a good education, be a gentleman, and marry Estella. 8. Shouldn't Pip have asked who that benefactor was? Why? No, he shouldn't. Getting that wealth was much more important than knowing who the benefactor was. Yes, he should, because he must have been curious to know who the benefactor was. 9. Was Pip right not to want all the poor people in this village to see him in his fine clothes? Why? Yes, because he was afraid that they would envy him. 10. In your opinion, did Pip want to have a better life just because he was ambitious? Why? No, he wanted a better life to attract Estella's attention so that he could marry her. Yes, because he went through several hardships in his life. He was keen to change his life for the better. 11. Do you think that Pip's education alone could change his life? Why? The money he would have from his benefactor would surely change everything in his life. Yes, because education is an important way for the poor to change their position in life. 12. If you were Pip, would you leave your friends and family behind to move to a big city to get a better education? Why? Yes, because it would be my best chance to live well and achieve my expectation in life.